Good morning, modern steaders. It's going to be a scorcher here today. It's supposed to be in the upper 70s. Look at that beautiful blue sky. That sun is out and it's already warm on the old face. What is a scorcher where you guys live? Once it gets into the 80s, upper 80s, it's pretty warm up here. We're not used to that. We do get in the hundreds every once in a while. I'm not a fan of that weather. That's one of the reasons why I moved up north. I don't like the heat and the humidity. So I'd rather deal with the cold winters. All right, a little off topic, but it's gonna be a warm one. I am excited. It is time to start building up on our Jamaica Cottage Shop's barn kits. So we've gotten all of, spin around, the platforms all built. We put our custom floor in, and then we put some extra skids on the bottom. We left the run side open for now. If we don't like it, we could always put floor joists in and deck all of it. We'll see what ends up working out the best for us. Time will tell. But today we're going to be working on the post and beam system. We have our post and beam sill plates that we need to put down on top of our 6x6 decking. And got all this stuff, corner braces. Then we get to start building up. Yes. Let's see right here. So we need these ones, 404s. Aha, that's a good little thing to know. Yesterday was a rain day, so we didn't get to work on the barns. We were working inside. If you guys didn't watch that video, did some more plumbing. And that's on hold now because it's beautiful out and we want to stop building. There's a lot of different projects that we need to get done before we can move up here. Plumbing is definitely one, but so is having barns for all of our critters. So Gina is up watering the garden because as much as it rained yesterday, we really didn't get a lot of water. If that makes any sense.
I noticed that the fence is down. Doesn't look like anything's been hurt or anything, so I'm assuming it just fell naturally without an animal. But I'll go ahead and fix that, get this watered. The garden is starting to come along. It was taking a little bit. We haven't had a lot of heat, and then it's been quite dry out, so I'm trying to make sure I water it. We got rain yesterday, so I didn't have to, but I'm trying to stay on top of it when we don't get rain, just to come and water it, give it that extra water, because they are raised beds, so they do need a little bit extra. And then get down to working on the barns, which I'm super excited about because I think we're going to start getting it so it's building up. So that's kind of my favorite part. Well, until it gets to the roof part, but hey, you can't love everything.
I really like assembling these barn kits with like structural screws. You guys have been watching for a while. All the barns I've built, I have. And on these barns, we're gonna make sure we use these a lot more, just because we're gonna be moving them around and nails can come loose. These won't. They're not supplied with the kits, but it's going to be well worth the extra investment.
Let me show you our cute little string beans. Look at them cute little string beans. Love it. Little teeny tiny ones. I did go ahead and plant a couple seeds, so we should get some more string beans right here, so that way there'll be a couple plants still growing some. And then I planted a couple more squashes back there that hadn't popped up. So I did that, and then I'm gonna thin some stuff in a little bit. I'm just gonna let it get a little bit bigger, and then I use some of the top, like the carrot tops. I like carrot top pesto, and then the beet greens, you can eat those. So when I thin those out, I'll do that. Look.
Alright, for now, I'm just going to go around and put a few screws in. Everything is held in place where we need to be held. And then once we have this base on and everything is perfect where we want everything, we'll go around and we'll finish screwing everything down. I just want to make sure that everything's where it needs to be and it's not going to move, but I don't want to just go nuts and stop really putting all our fasteners in, because if we got to make any adjustments, that's when it really stinks. Hold that end. Right on the money. I like it. All right, so then we have corner braces to sturdy up everything, and the pieces are numbered 3 on this corner, and then we have a 3. They all have different numbers on. So before I screw this in, I just want to make sure everything's going to fit. I don't going to make any adjustments. I like it. So I can screw this piece in first. I'll check that corner, and then we'll start screwing this one down.
Like Lincoln logs.
Right. Perfect.
Nice. Those beams aren't going anywhere.
They better not. Well, that should be good and rugged. If not, Gina drives the tractor too hard. Right, Tan Man? That takes care of that part on both of them. Now we got to figure out the next step. Start erecting up.
Here we go. It's going up. Number 2.
So right now, it's screwed in there good, but I'm not gonna 100% secure everything because we're still gonna need to move and rack everything. So it's not going anywhere, but this is not what it's gonna look like once it's all done. And then also being post and beam, we're gonna have some kneelers going this way, and then our siding going over and covering up all of these joints. So it's gonna really help strengthen everything up once it's all put together. There's a bunch of different steps we need to do.
So this is actually the back side. So that's how it will be, back side, back side. And then that's gonna be the doors. So the doors will be opposite of each other. So what we plan on right now, boys will be over there, girls will be over here, and they won't see each other. Then we're leaving this space here, so you get the tractor in between. So that'll be good. Good morning. Look at all them feathers. Good morning. Yeah.
One is Stinkies.
Good morning. We're down here getting ready to work on the barns. We do know it's going to be an on and off rainy day, so it's just kind of dreary right now. We just started getting set up and I felt some big drops. So hopefully it will just kind of mist and we'll be okay. So we do have some indoor projects, but we want to continue on the barns. So we're going to see how far we can get.
Thunderstorms aren't supposed to be till this afternoon. Well, I guess the weatherman lied. We got everything uncovered and it is starting to rain cats and dogs. I just checked the weather and it looks like we're in it for a while. So I guess we're going to cover everything up and we're going to go back inside and start working on some inside projects.
And the bugs, when it rains or on and off rain, is bad. So I was starting to regret that decision anyway.
It is time to get up to the house. Gotta love this summer rain. I'm glad I had a sweatshirt in the truck. So I'm gonna work on installing the shower valve. Nope, that's not the valve. That is the hardware kit. Let me go get the right part. All right, this should be better. Right here is the valve body. This is all the decorative stuff that goes on the outside after. Now I gotta figure out all the mounting. So our outside wall, once it's finished, including the tile, will want to be flush with this right here. So I got a little bit of math to do.
I have a little bit of cleanup to do because I want to use that staging, and I'm going to finish up the molding here and then hopefully in the hallway, as long as I'm not in Al's way, get that done. I've been putting that off. It's not hard, but it's not something I'm like, oh, I want to do. So I'm going to do that, get that taken care of, so hopefully get the staging picked up and out of here. So that way we can have more space.
All right, I figured everything right. The shower valve should go right here, dead center. Just like that. I like it. A little bit of overkill, but I have a scrap piece of 2x12 left over, so we're going to use that to mount everything. It'd be nice to have this rough plumbing all done. So I was looking around and we got the wrong trim kit to go with the roughened valve body. I was just on the phone with them and they were saying they've never sold a trim kit that didn't fit with this valve body. They're both the same brand. So they don't have the valve body, well, they don't have the roughened valve that goes with the trim kit, but they have a different black trim kit that goes with this roughened valve. We decided since we already have the plumbing all roughed in for this roughened valve, we're just gonna switch out the trim kit because it's a completely different roughened valve that you need for this trim kit, and we'd have to redo the plumbing all over again. So to keep it easy, I'm gonna go run down to the plumbing supply store. It'll take me a little while, and I'm gonna swap this out for stuff that fits with this. And then hopefully I can come back, get it installed, and get our water working again.
Unfortunately, Al had to run out so he can go get a part, but I'm gonna stay here and continue to do the trim, and actually good timing because I was gonna kind of be in his way. I'm gonna block the hallway and then I wanna work in front of the door. Hopefully he doesn't come back in. I should lock it so if he does, he doesn't swing me off it. Anyway, so I'm gonna finish up this half. This part of the trim was like a different color. I don't know if it's a different product or something that was in the same bin. So I'm gonna have to do 2 coats right here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that so that way I wanna go down the hallway and then I'll come back to this part so I can put a second coat. And then when I come back here, there's some spots that got on this ceiling paint, so I'm gonna try to, hopefully I have another brush here so I can touch up that paint and just kind of be done with this. All right, I only got that in here because Al and I had to do it once. I'm trying to pay attention because he always has ways of doing things. So it wouldn't turn the corner of the hallway. It wouldn't budge through there. So I remember that we had to come through the door. So I got it by myself. It was just, it's easier with 2 people, but it wasn't anything bad.
Well, I'm glad we're working inside because it has not cleared up at all today. Man, when they say it's gonna rain, it doesn't. And when it does, they say it's not gonna rain, it does.
Good thing I just did that, brought the staging outside when I did, because right after I got it in and got standing up on it, it started raining like cats and dogs. So I'm glad that I did it when I did, because that would have been not fun at all.
Alright, I got the new shower trim kit. It is a little bit different, but it's still the matte black that we wanted. Basically, the biggest thing is the handles like this. almost ready to try it out. We get the head in there, and then we'll put some PEX pipe into a bucket. Yeah. All right, we're gonna turn the well on and see what happens. I hear water running. So far, no leaks. I had to drain all the water lines. We have a lot of air in the lines that I need to get out, and that's what keeps burping. All right, that worked. No leaks. So we are good to go. I'm just gonna take the handle off. And now we are ready to stop putting our hardy board up. All right, we need to take a ride to Lowe's, our favorite store, to pick up some building materials. So next time we have a rainy day, we have what we need at the off-grid property. That didn't go quite as planned. We started off at Lowe's and ended up having to end off at Home Depot. Did an internet order, ordered all of the waterproof hardy board that was in stock. Got there, checked out at Lowe's, started loading up. 6 of them were right and 5 of them were not waterproof. Their inventory was off. And then they spent 20 minutes trying to find it. And they didn't. Luckily, Home Depot right down the street had it. I got it, but it's $3 more a board. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I just think it's funny. The stores are literally a half a mile from each other, and the price is that much different. Today has just been one of those days. What could go wrong seems like it did. Not anything huge, but there's a lot of spinning the gears, doing stuff, but not having anything to show for it. So I am glad the day is over. It's time to go home, take a shower, and go to bed. Tomorrow it's gonna be a better day. Always keep your chin up, guys. There's always something good to look forward to. So thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You are a huge blessing to us in our homestead. We'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.